How does it feel, Giants fans? How does it feel to get a W? How good does it feel to win again, man? It seems like our first wins of the season take forever to get here. It's so freaking long that, feels like a damn Super Bowl win. It's crazy. What is going on, everybody? How you doing? How's your Monday? Benjamin, what's going on? Lord Commander Mandy, Carlos, Armento, Sean G, Jared Williams. By the way, shout out to Benjamin and diehard Giants fan. Thank you guys so much for the donations. I really appreciate it. For those of you who don't know, any donations made tonight are not going to me. I like to do this now and again. I'll probably do it again before October's over. I don't know if you guys know or not, but October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And in lieu of donations going to me tonight, they're all going to be donated to Susan G. Komen Foundation, which is breast cancer research. I know a lot of people obviously deal with cancers. A lot of people that have the orphanage of ground. Thank you for the $2 donation, brother. I appreciate you, my man. Really. It's just... is something that I want to do. Like I said, I'm running it all October. I mean, I don't know if other channels will join it or not. I did open it up to other channels. I work with Sports Fury during Christmas. I plan on doing it again during Christmas, Salvation Army, Toys for Tots, things like that. So if anybody does want to join, another content creator wants to do a fundraiser with the Susan G. Komen stuff, I left it up for the entire month. And like I said, I'll probably do another one. Oh, man, thank you so much for the $20 nation, whoever you are. I appreciate you, Anonymous. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Tiger Woods, Zookeeper Tiger Woods, thank you for the donation, my man. Appreciate it. Before we get into the Giants, I just want to say, as far as like the fundraisers and stuff go, I really appreciate the fact I'm so grateful and thankful that I have the format on YouTube, on social media, that my channel is big enough where I can do things like that. And not even the donation so much, just not only that, but obviously raising awareness. Snacks and Mike, man, thank you guys. Construction workers, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Robert, man, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Like I said, the 24-hour streams for charity, being able to do things like this, I am eternally grateful for you guys and girls that have allowed me to have a format to do this stuff. And, exactly, construction worker saving. I mean, we all know somebody, right? And, sometimes we kind of, we're human. So we are selfish at times, and we, sometimes are feeling sorry for ourselves and everything else. And again, Anonymous, man, whoever, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Sunday, thank you. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for the donations. I really appreciate it. When you're rocket scientist, man, thank you, brother. I appreciate you guys. Anthony, thank you so much. You guys are unbelievable. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Cheers to everybody. Like I was saying, sometimes you lose sight of what's important. Sometimes we're having a bad day or something's not going away. We feel sorry for ourselves. And we, like I said, sometimes we think the world revolves around us, and it doesn't. And sometimes you got to step back, and you got to think, no matter how hard it is, sometimes for us, that somebody's always facing a bigger challenge than we are. So, I am proud to do things like this. I like I said, I could never do it without you guys and girls. I'm extremely grateful that you have allowed me to have grown my channel enough to where I can do things like this. And even if it is a little difference, at least I'm doing the best I can. So I appreciate you guys, because without you guys and girls, I could never would never be able to do something like this. So, or the 24-hour streams or any of this stuff. And I really appreciate it. So thank you. All right, I got that out of the way, right? Let's talk about the Giants, baby. How about them Last Jedi? Thank you so much for the donation, my lady. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Prediction for the Yanks tomorrow, Ligma. One thing I can say, I can't use a StreamYard chat because if somebody does donate, Lucas, that is weird that it doesn't allow you to do it from Australia. That's strange. I mean, if you want, you can just go to the Susan G. Komen Foundation and do it that way. I should have put the link in the chat. I didn't know that YouTube doesn't allow. That's really strange. I don't know if it's because this is based in the United States or what it is, man. You're the man. I always appreciate you, brother. You're unbelievable. So I think that maybe that I should have put the link in the chat. Next time I will. I never thought about that. But you're the man. I appreciate. I mean, you're a huge, you're a huge donator in the charity streams. I appreciate you, brother. But yeah, man, I can't look at the StreamYard. The donations don't show up on StreamYard, so I would never see them. So I got to look at the YouTube chat. So I can't bring up the things on my screen tonight. But yeah, how about them G-men, Spencer? What's going on? Somebody asked me about the Yankees. I am doing the Yankees-Red Sox game tomorrow. I'll be live. The game's at 8:08. I'll be live about 7:50. Cold Stone and play. Yeah. McDavid is in the house. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the donation. Thank you. Sorry to hear that, Mike. Sorry to hear that. It's like I said, man, cancer, it sucks, man. Man, everybody, I have definitely lost people to that. My mom is a breast cancer survivor. So, like I said, it's a shitty thing. I mean, it's terrible. It doesn't know any bounds. I mean, it can get you when you're 2 years old. It can get you when you're 102 years old. It can get you if you're a man, if you're a woman, if you're completely healthy. It's terrible. But yes, I am doing the Yankee game tomorrow. I'll be live about 7:50. I didn't need Yankees Red Sox in my life, and at the same time, I needed Yankees Red Sox in my life. I wanted Yankees Red Sox. If the Yankees are going to win it, they got to beat Boston. And if they're going to lose it, you might as well lose it to Boston. I mean, the stakes don't get any higher. There's no way I wasn't doing that game. Definitely doing it. And even though the Lakers got pushed back, the Lakers got moved up to 6:00 my time on Wednesday, and I believe it's because the Dodgers are in the wild card. So they probably played 8:00 on Wednesday Eastern Standard Time. And I don't think the Lakers wanted to go against them. I think they wanted everybody watching the Dodgers. So I'm pretty sure that's why they moved it up. I'm still going to do it. I hate that it got pushed up to 6:00. I wanted it to be 10:30. That just fits my schedule a lot better. But wifey already gave me the okay to do it. Jared and Max share a Jared and Max share other cannoli meatball. Thank you so much for the donation, man. I really appreciate Benjamin. You're the man. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, man. This is my favorite team. Well, I mean, Punkum, I do the Lakers. I mean, that's just what I do. I've been working for the Lakers for 3 years on YouTube. It's very popular. People enjoy it. I like doing it. And you know why I enjoy it, Punkum? Because I'm not a Laker fan. I mean, don't get me wrong. I pull for the Lakers. I definitely do when I'm doing the game, unless they're playing the Knicks. I pull for the Lakers. I'm not going to lie, but it's nice to do a stream where I'm not emotionally invested in it. That's fun because the Yankees and Giants are going to kill me, and the Lakers don't. But trust me, I defend the Lakers. I mean, I do, and I pull for them. But they're, my heart and soul. I didn't grow up a Laker fan, so it's not in my blood. But I love that Laker fans accept me and tell me yes and tell me you should enjoy the championship. And I appreciate that. And I love calling the games, but I'm a Knicks fan. I'll always be a Knicks fan. Ice Sculptor Gretzky, man. That business is growing big. Thank you for the donation, brother. I appreciate you. Ready, Red. Listen. In talking towards Atlanta, do I think we'll beat the Cowboys? Heart tells me no. Or I'm sorry, head tells me no. I'm not saying we can't, but if we're going to beat Dallas, like I said in the video today, Anonymous, thank you for the donation, man. I really appreciate you guys are amazing. Thank you so much, man. But if we're going to beat the Cowboys, we're going to have to score a lot of points. A lot. Because our defense has not really stopped anybody. And Dallas is really good offensively. And we're going to have to put up some points. If we're going to beat Dallas, we got to put up 30. We got to put up 30 points to have a chance. If we can do it, if we can put up 30, 31 points, I think that we can beat them. I think we can beat them 31-27, 31-28, but it's not going to be easy at all. And if we're going to beat them, we got to do it. Daniel Jones got to do what he did against the Saints in the fourth quarter. Got to throw deep. Got to open up that defense. Got to test that secondary. I know Trayvon Diggs has been amazing this year, but you got to test the secondary. You have to. And I want to see more Kadarius Toney on the open field. I mean, you see this kid. I mean, my God, he's impossible to tackle. Anonymous, thank you so much for the $5 donation for Susan G. A-Cloud, thank you guys and girls so much. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for the donations for Susan G. Komen Foundation. I really appreciate it. Mike, I'm going to tell you this. With the what's going on? Hey, listen, Bobby, I love you, buddy, but we are going to mess you up tomorrow. The Yankees lineup is Fenway Park plays to our strength. Fenway Park plays to our strength. We are a predominantly right-handed power hitting lineup. And Fenway's built for righties. I wanted the game in Fenway. I wanted to play in Boston because we saw what happened the last time we played there. You're going to see Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Judge peppering that green monster tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to it. We're going to whoop your ass. That's right. Sky Zone, thank you so much. Sky Zone employee Akumpa. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, my guy. Really, really. Thank you so much. What is it? The OEC. I never get the initials right. Jacob Orphanage DeGrom, but I like to see that it's growing rapidly. I love you, Bobby. You're the man, buddy. Listen, if Boston wins, I'm not going to be happy, but I'll be happy for you. You know, I like that, Jared. 9-4, I can take that. How does Dallas get 3 straight home games? Because they're going to have to play on the road a lot. But yeah. I mean, if the Giants are going to win, we're going to have to put up points. I would love to see the defense, be able to stop Dallas, but we haven't been able to stop a lot. We haven't played an offense like Dallas. And when Taylor Heineke's throwing for 336 yards against us, I get a little worried. When Jameis Winston is 17 at 23, I get a little worried because Dak is balling and Zeke is Zeke and Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb. And I don't know if Michael Gallup's healthy or not, but they're really good. Jarwin kills us. It's tough. Will I rage if the Yankees lose? No. I won't be happy, but yeah, Raiders down 14-0. I got the game on. Dallas does. Dallas, no Mets, no Nets, no Jets. Dallas has a run game and a pass game. Dallas is one of the most balanced teams in the NFL. They're really good. Their defense is a lot better than I thought it would be. Tuto, what's going on, my buddy? How you doing, man? Thank you for being here. He says, New York Giants have all the tools and in their toolbox to win the division, conference, and entire NFL if they separate their behinds from the brains. It's fact. Listen, Christopher, how can I be the man? We need a man. That was a good game, man. I tell you, we were down 21-10. It wasn't looking good at all. But the wheel route to Saquon for 54 yards is big. And, I thought we were going to win. I had a feeling on Friday night when I did the show with Chris, I said at the end of the game or at the end of the stream, I felt like we were going to win. I said, hot take, we're going to win. And it didn't look good. But when Daniel Jones is having a really good game, you guys heard me say we were down 21-18. He's done everything, but now he's got to go down and have his moment. And he did. He went down, he tied the game up, and then we got the ball in overtime, and he didn't let them get it. He went right down the field and scored. Daniel Jones was amazing. The offensive line was really good. It's getting better. You see the weapons with Kadarius Toney and Kenny Golladay. I mentioned in my video today that maybe it was a blessing in disguise that Slayton and Shepard didn't play. And he found that chemistry with Kenny Golladay, and we got Kadarius Toney involved. And we even saw our new addition, John Ross, make a huge play and a couple clutch catches. If it's up to me, I think that Ross or Kadarius Toney should start over Darius Slayton. Darius Slayton hasn't been good the last 2 years, and you're still starting Shep. Shep is great. Shepard's not losing his job. But to me, Darius Slayton could be wide receiver 4. I think you could put Toney or Ross in there. I'd much rather have those guys than Darius Slayton. He was awesome, Evan. And yeah, Dire Giants fan. He had 402 yards. My lady last Jedi's in the house. Please whoop Washington's ass. Please whoop Washington's ass. New Orleans, please. Kick their butt. Kick their butt, man. JP, I hope we beat Dallas. I'm not confident in that. AP, how can I be the GOAT? We need a GOAT. How much is Martinez? It hurts. Losing Martinez hurts. I mean, he's our number one tackler. He's the middle linebacker. He's the captain of that defense. The front seven anyway. He sets a defense. Elite Occupation, thank you so much for the donation. And Bobby, thank you guys for the donations. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for donating to Susan G. Coleman. I really appreciate it. I hope so. And my sports, I hope they overlook us. I hope that Dallas just overlooks us, doesn't think that we're very good, and they play a bad game. We're going to have to score, though. We're not stopping Dallas completely. They are good. They can do anything. I mean, Dak is playing out of his mind. Zeke had 140 yards against Carolina. And like I said, they got two really good receivers. And you know how I feel about CeeDee Lamb. I agree. I agree, Tuto. They need to stop with the predictable plays. I completely agree. And I like that they stretch the field. It helps. I do too, Nelly. I hope we beat Dallas. Cardinals are, come on, Jared. Dodgers are going to the World Series. The Giants don't want the Dodgers. The Dodgers will beat the Cardinals. The Dodgers are going to play San Francisco in the next round. They're going to beat them. Then they're going to beat Milwaukee. And then they're going to the World Series. And I would love them to play the Yankees, but we're not getting past Tampa Bay. I can't see the Yankees beating Tampa Bay in a 5-game series unless Tampa Bay just stinks. Tampa Bay is really, really, really good. Thanks, Mavid. I tried to look like Shaq tonight. EOC. That is, I think I got EOC. Thank you for the $2 donation. I appreciate you. The EOC represent hardcore tonight with Zookeeper Tiger Woods, Ice Sculpture, McDavid, Orphanage DeGrom, Construction Worker Saban. They are good, Jared. Our linebackers can maintain without Martinez, but they have to. Mels, they just got to get used to one another. I'm not a big fan of Reggie Ragland. Snacks, I hope so. Listen, any given Sunday, but you know that. Any given Sunday, we can win. That's what Chris Berman said it. That's why they play the games. And anything anything in what am I trying to say? Anytime you have a divisional game, it's crazy. Divisional games nothing, throw everything out the window. Records don't matter. That definitely, Bobby, I agree. That definitely probably would be a Dodgers Rays is if I was a betting man, I would do that. Mike, I hope so, man. I hope that this performance, like I said in the video today, that it gives DJ confidence. I think that was the most confident Daniel Jones looked all year. He sat back in that pocket. He had time. He surveyed, and he had confidence in all of the throws he made. He looked like a totally different player. When you have time to throw it, will do that to you. But I'm hoping that, that the coaching staff sees that. And the coaching staff has faith in Daniel Jones. Dan, if we beat the Rays, if we win tomorrow and somehow beat the Rays, we're going to the World Series. I think we'd beat Houston. The Rays are the team that worries me. No Mets, no Nets, no Jets. Thanks so much for the donation to Susan G, brother. I really appreciate it, my man. Thank you so much. It is crazy that the Jets and Giants both scored 27 and won in overtime. Somebody was telling me, actually, I mentioned it in the video today. I said that I don't remember the last time I said the sky is crying because the Yankees, Giants, and Jets won on the same day. I don't remember the last time that happened. And a couple people told me it was 12 years ago. 12 years ago was the last time that the Jets, Giants, and Yankees all won on the same day. Oh no, Bobby, DJ can run. Oh, trust me, man. Daniel Jones can run. They call him Vanilla Vic for a reason. Daniel Jones's top speed, as far as running goes, is only behind two quarterbacks. There's only two quarterbacks faster than Daniel Jones at top speed. It's Lamar Jackson and Kyler Murray. There is not another quarterback in the league faster than Daniel Jones at top speed. He can fly. He had 95 yards against Washington. He had a phantom holding call that took back a touchdown. Otherwise, he would have had like 130 yards against Washington on the ground. He can run. It's something I didn't know when we drafted him, and I went back and looked at the film at Duke, and I said, wow, he's more athletic than I thought. He is athletic. Daniel Jones can run. Daniel Jones has always had the skill set. This is why I've was so high on the kid. This is why I've been so critical of him, because I see the tools. And if people are still down on Daniel Jones and don't believe that Daniel Jones can do it after watching yesterday, then you just hate him. Then you just hate him. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts. You either troll or you hate him, because I'm pretty sure that he proved that he can play this level. He's got the skill set to be really good. He just has to believe in himself. And I saw a confident quarterback that did that yesterday. Who would I compare him to? I've compared him to Alex Smith. I mean, that's pretty much where I am. I said that Daniel Jones can be, I think his skill set allows him to be a rich man's Alex Smith. But Alex Smith was a guy that was smart with the football. He never put up huge numbers. I think Daniel Jones could put up better numbers, but he was a guy that was also very mobile, and you didn't really think about that. He was sneaky fast, and he won a lot of games. And, he made big plays and he had to. I feel like Daniel Jones can be a rich man's Alex Smith. I think that's his ceiling. But I think Alex Smith is a good comparison. I think his skill set is comparable to Alex Smith, but I think Daniel Jones has a better arm. I think Daniel Jones has a better deep ball than Alex Smith had. But I think if you look at them, Stafford, I'm not going to give him Stafford yet, Ezra. I'm not going to give him Stafford yet. Again, maybe Stafford is a rich man's Alex Smith. I don't see enough of Matt Stafford, like as far as his mobility goes. And I always thought that Stafford was extremely underrated. Stafford goes to, Stafford goes to the Rams, and he's getting what he's getting, and he should. I mean, the Cardinals are great. My boy Kyler Murray bowling out. Kyler Murray going to win the MVP. All these people that told me I was crazy. Kyler Murray's too small. Kyler Murray's going to suck. Kyler Murray, yeah, okay. Again, man. And this is why I talk about Jalen Hurts. Now, Eagle fans are going to sit here and talk about his statistics. And if you watch him play, I say it all the time, statistics are misleading, because the last 2 games, the Eagles have been way down in the game, and he's gotten some cheap stats. It's why they're for fantasy football. He helps you win fantasy football. He ain't helping you win games. Slink, he was going to get another year anyway. I mean, this quarterback class sucks coming out. Spencer Rattler would be in the same situation as Daniel Jones. Spencer Rattler, is a guy like Daniel Jones. He's the same type of guy. He can run a little bit, but he's not going to blow you away. He's got a really good arm, but he also needs an offensive line. He's raw. He can be really good. He's got a high ceiling, but he's got a lot to work on. And you put him in the situation that Daniel Jones is in, we would be going backwards. We'd be starting over. And I don't trust in Sam Howell. Matt Corral looked like crap against Alabama this week. I mean, they didn't score till it was 35-0. So yeah, KP, he hasn't looked great all year because OU has no line. And then they have very few running backs. They have Gray, and they have Kennedy Brooks, and they have Jeremiah Hall. They don't have running backs. The running backs are either hurt or suspended. So Oklahoma doesn't have an offensive line like they used to. And at the same time, they have no running game the way they used to. So he has struggled. Sam Howell does not look good either. And then there's all this talk about the kid from Liberty. I'm not buying into a quarterback from Liberty. And then somebody said, oh, you're going to buy into Daniel Jones, but you're not going to buy into kid from Liberty. You saw my reaction when we drafted Daniel Jones, right? I didn't want Daniel Jones here. What am I going to turn around and go, oh, I wanted Daniel Jones all the time? No, I didn't. Shit, last year I didn't want Daniel Jones. So it is what it is. Jay Trilla, don't spam. That's a quick way to time out, man. You want to talk shit about Daniel Jones? I don't care. But let's not spam all the emojis. I know you're looking for attention, but don't do that. It's a quick way to time out. We don't need 6,000 emojis. No, Urban Meyer's going to end up in USC. I can tell you that right now. Urban Meyer's going to tuck tail and run. So Tyler Linderbaum, yes. I mean, he's Barry. He's the man. I am all for Tyler Linderbaum at center. He is a beast. That man moves mountains. He moves mountains. So, no, I'm not Jay Trilla. I'm not mad. Listen, Jay Trilla, seriously, grow up, bro. Grow up. This is a fundraising stream. I'm not here to talk trash. Grow up. Grow up. You can talk trash about Daniel Jones all you want. I don't care. Talk trash. Just like I said, don't put 60 emojis there. I know you want my attention, but my God, get it a different way. Make an intelligent comment for once in your life. For real. You mad? No, I'm not mad. You could beat us 42-7. I ain't gonna be mad, bro. I don't care. I did hear about Urban Meyer playing it. Urban Meyer's a clown, man. Urban Meyer's a clown. You know, it is what it is. What explain this? Why is it against average or below average teams we underperform? Some reason we play good. Sly Cooper, people have told me that New Orleans plays down a level of their competition. The Giants do that. The Giants play to the level of their competition. If they're playing a really good team, that seems like they step it up. If they play a less than good team, it seems like they step it down. The Knicks when the Knicks were really good, the Knicks did that too. The Knicks always played at the level of their competition. Well, not in the 90s. The Knicks are pretty damn good, but the Knicks for a while played the level of their competition, and it used to really agitate me. Did I see what happened to Washington? I did not. If Gettleman stays taking if he takes Jordan Davis, I'll be happy. I mean, I keep saying to Kobe Dean, he's a linebacker. He's the best linebacker in the country. The Giants love Georgia. I watch Georgia every week because I'm always like, let's see which Giant. Let's see which guys are future Giants. You want to have a Neil over? I love Lindenbaum. I am a big. We need a center. We don't have a center. Big fan of Lindenbaum. But you know what? It's great, Galen. We can take them both. We got 2 picks. Imagine getting Evan Neal and Tyler Lindenbaum. Daniel Jones will be set up for success that way. You know? Slink. I mean, that's the thing. I'll talk about quarterback. I really know the Oklahoma quarterbacks. Like I'm pretty good at that because I see those guys all the time. But you know what it is? No, B Slaughter. I don't have any shots, man. But I trust me, I feel your pain, buddy. I mean, I know. Giants fan. Man, I've been taking shots for years. It was a good win for us, B Slaughter, but we're still 1-3. Do I think we need a pass rusher? Yeah. I think that we need to address both lines. We need an edge rusher and we need some linemen. There's no doubt about that. You know, a lot of people like Thibodeau from Oregon. I have to watch more Oregon football. I haven't watched Oregon. That's a name I hear. Keeping it firm. If we hold the Cowboys at 21, I'll be thrilled. I don't see it happening. The Cowboys they would have to make some mistakes. Or our defense would have to really play their ass off. Dallas. The only thing is, it doesn't even matter if it's in our house or not, man. Dallas is good. Dallas has beat us there. Swizzy, that's what I think. If we're going to win, it's going to be like 31-27, 34-31. We're going to have to put up points. We're going to have to go over 30. Did I play football in college? No, absolutely not. Definitely did not have the skill level to play. I barely had the skill level to play in high school. Just didn't have a skill set. I was a pretty good baseball player. I was really good at track. I mean, I could fly. But I was not a very good football player at all. I ended up breaking my ankle my junior year playing football. The only reason I even played football is for girls because they seem to enjoy football players better than track runners. So I did it for their attention. I ended up breaking my ankle, cracking my growth plates. I should be 6'2". Instead, I'm 6 foot because I never grew again after I turned 16. And that's why my arms are so long for my size. That's why my feet and hands are the size they are too for a guy my size. They're very big. Jamie Collins, I mean, that's a possible thing, King, but I don't know if we have enough money for him. He's not going to play at league minimum, you know. Yeah, Dire Giants fan, we can't beat ourselves. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. 100-meter time, 10:08 was my 100-meter time. That was the best I can remember running. It was 10:08. 200 was 22:4. That was my best 200. It was 22:4. And that was what I ran. I ran 100, 200, and 4x100. I was a sprinter. They tried to run me in a 400 because a couple of our guys didn't make the meet, and I got to about 250 meters, and that was the end of me. I was spent, blew my load at about 250, 275, and I limped home on fumes. I mean, I finished 3 seconds behind everybody. Couldn't run that. I couldn't go around the track that fast. I never had that. I didn't have the stamina. That's why I never ran cross country. Defensive line is a bigger need than linebackers to me, Chris, because defensive line is what gets to the quarterback. Linebackers usually don't. We need a pure pass rusher. We have more weapons than Dallas. I mean, I'm not, Luann, I'm not going to say that we don't have a receiver as good as Amari Cooper. I don't think Kenny Golladay is as good as Amari Cooper. I'm not going to compare Kadarius Toney to anybody on Dallas. We've seen the guy play one game. He's definitely elusive, and I love seeing him in space, but he dropped a couple passes too. I am streaming the Yankee game tomorrow, Mick. Yes, I am. Yes, no. Well, DeGrom. I mean, nobody's as fast as you, buddy. I mean, we know that. We know that. Yes, Dan. Well, like I said, Dan, I'm glad it's in Fenway. I think we match up well in Fenway because again, we're a right-handed power hitting team. You got girl calves. Any tip to grow them? Genetically, my family has big calves. So genetically, my family has small calves. My calves are jacked. One of the girls at the gym, actually, she told me before that works there. She said, you got the best calves in the gym. Plyometrics is really good for building calves. A lot of jumping. Walk on your tiptoes. I mean, it's just walking around. Jumping is really good for your calves. Running is really good for your calves. That'll build them. I mean, you can do calf presses. There really is no other thing for your calves except for like toe, whatever the hell it is, toe extensions. That's really the only way you can do it with weight. But if you do a lot of jumping and running, they're going to build, like somebody said, how long have we working on our calves? I said, since I was 12, because I was running track when I was 12. So the Barkley's got the quads. Barkley's just genetically gifted. But that was how I did it. It was just a lot of running my whole life, running in basketball, playing sports. They just kind of grew. Calf raises are good. You know, that always helps. But Orphanage DeGrom, I don't know about that. I mean, the Big Ten is stacked. Do you see how good the Big Ten is? See, I don't think Neil plays better competition. The Pac-12 isn't close to the Big Ten. The Big Ten has got some of the best. We're going to see, because when there's a really good game this week, we'll see how good Lindenbaum is because he's playing Penn State. Iowa and Penn State are really good. If I'm not mistaken, the Big Ten has 5 of the top 10 teams in the country. Michigan is really good. Michigan State is really good. Penn State is really good. Iowa's really good. Ohio State is really good. Wisconsin's fallen on hard times this year. No problem, Sly. But the Big Ten it's ridiculous. I think Lindenbaum plays tougher competition. Pac-12 is trash. Outside of Oregon, who do you have? USC, Cal. It's not good. Stanford. It's not. I didn't even know they lost to Stanford. It's not good. The Pac-12 is no good. Outside of Oregon. The Big Ten is really good. The Big Ten's the best conference in football. It's better than the SEC right now. The 2 best teams in the country reside in the SEC, Bama, Georgia, and it's not close, but the Big Ten is the best conference. I'm doing good, Anthony. How you doing, buddy? You like calling the big game? I hope so, man. My quads ain't close to Saquon's. How about them Cowboys? Hey, they're good. I'm not gonna take anything away from Dallas. Dallas is a really good team. They're the best team in this division. If the Giants are going to beat them, they're going to have to play really good football. They can't make mistakes. We're going to have to hope that Dallas makes a couple, because on paper, Dallas is more balanced than we are. Our defense has struggled, and Dallas is a very, very well-balanced offense. They can run it. They can throw it. Dak can run. They're good. They're good. Notre Dame's been trash. I mean, Notre Dame was undefeated. Cincinnati's really good too. I mean, Cincinnati's the 5th best team in the country. They're ranked number 5. So I don't know if they're trash, but Cincinnati's good. Jabril Peppers is a good locker room guy. He probably is. I mean, he's a leader. Noah, I mean, there's no doubt he plays with the ferocity. And he definitely has that leadership mentality. He is definitely a dog. There's no doubt about that, but he needs to play better on the field. He hasn't been good. Our secondary hasn't been good. James Bradbury's getting cooked all day until he had that interception, which I still don't understand why Sean Payton had Taysom Hill throwing deep. Joseph Clark, man, thank you so much for the donation to Susan G. Coleman. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much. By the way, if you guys and girls are just tuning in tonight, any donations that are made to this channel are going directly to Susan G. Komen Foundation. It's breast cancer research. Obviously, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I'm just doing a little part, here tonight. I actually have the fundraiser going all month. So if any other content creators want to join it, I don't know if any will, but if they want to, they can always go into this and we can try to raise as much as we can. I will do this again at some point in October. I will do another fundraising stream for the same charity. So just so you know, in case you just tuned in, you're looking for the super chat button or whatever, super chats, the donation button is there in the place of super chats tonight. I appreciate you guys, girls, being here. Your old teammate is on the old line. Listen, Trolley McTrollington. That's a great name. By the way, if you haven't done so, man, hit the like button. That always helps. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe if you're new. We're almost at 70. Where are we? We're almost at 75.8K subscribers, man. Channel has been doing really good. I really appreciate you guys. Yeah, 75.8. We're really close. It says 75.8 on the I did get to 75.8. You guys and girls are amazing. 75.8. We're trying to get that. Well, that 100,000 is elusive. Maybe by March. Anonymous, thank you so much for the $5 donation. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Levance. Appreciate you being here. I'm telling you, man. Diehard Giants fan, thank you so much. 36. Really brilliant. Thank you so much, Diehard Giants fan. I really appreciate that, buddy. Scott Morgan, thank you for the 20. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Eric, thank you for the donation. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I think we already hit our goal. I had a goal of 250. I think we might have got that because you guys and girls are incredible. So I really, really appreciate it. You know what? Let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can also donate. I don't know if I can donate to my own. No, it ain't letting me. I don't want that. That ain't right. Anonymous, thank you so much. At a 5 earlier. Oh, I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that now. There we go. This is late. I don't know why it won't let me do it. I should be able to donate to my own freaking. Doesn't make any sense. Whitney, what's going on, my lady? How you doing? I don't know why it doesn't let me do that. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate it, buddy. Like I said, at the beginning of the stream, long story short, I'm extremely grateful and appreciative of what you guys and girls, have done for my channel and given me the ability to use this format as, being able to give back or at least raise awareness for a lot of, charitable things. And cancer obviously is something that strikes, everybody knows somebody that's either battling it, they've lost their battle to it or whatever. Cancer sucks. It's a terrible thing and it does not discriminate. You could be 3 years old. I mean, kids get it and they don't do anything wrong. And, they can end up with it. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you're 2 or 102. It unfortunately it gets a lot of people. So, that's why, I like to be able to do this and I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys and girls. So I appreciate it very much. And like I said, sometimes, You got to step back in life and just realize that, no matter how tough some things are, some days are terrible. And as humans, we kind of feel bad for ourselves now and again, but sometimes you got to step back and realize that somebody always has a tougher battle than you do. So if I can do a little part here to help raise awareness, raise some money for a great cause, that's what I'm going to do. So I appreciate it. I could never do it without you guys, girls. I could never, ever do. I never thought in a million years I'd be able to use this format as being able to give back for something. So I appreciate it. And Alex, thanks so much for the 5, brother. I really appreciate it. Thank you, my man. Will I be going to the Eagles game? Yes, Joe. November 28th. I will be there. I will be there. Yes, Benjamin. Yes. Well, I mean, most men are fans. most men are fans. Maybe not the 2 guys you mentioned are not fans, but you're. I hear you, Benjamin. Sorry to hear that, Evan. Like I said, it's a shitty disease. Without research, without things like Susan G. Komen and there's other ones. I forget the prostate cancer one. I forget what they use, but there's a lot of, obviously there's a lot of, the first charity stream I ever did was for Jimmy V. But with all the research they've been able to do, a lot of people are able to beat this. So I lost my grandmother to cancer. I was 2 when she passed away. So I never really knew her, but like I said, that was way back in 1978. So the research they've done, they're able to work miracles. So many other people are able to survive it, where they probably couldn't have years ago. So they're obviously doing great things. So many people are able to beat it, and it's a good thing. Maybe someday we'll have an actual cure, but definitely things are getting a lot better. So that's always a good thing. Herbert, yes, but he is. No, I love Justin Herbert. 21-0. I have 2 guys here on the Raiders that aren't doing anything tonight. Am I ready to get my ass handed to me on Sunday? Well, I mean, if it happens, it happens. I can say this: Cowboys fans are talking a lot of shit. It would really suck for you if you lost. All I can say is, karma can come back and get you. Right, the Raiders just scored. Raiders just scored. Not the Renfro. I thought, it was Hunter Renfro. Giants are ass, and we will prove it on Sunday. Whatever. But like I said, if you lose, it looks really bad on you. But I know if you lose, you won't be around. I mean, I've been on YouTube a long time. It's not my first rodeo. I know a lot of people come in talking all this shit, and then when they get embarrassed, they don't come back. They don't face it like a man. I'm used to the internet. I already know how this goes. I've been here. I've been around a long time. I know I'll go, and not just on you. I mean, I've been around a long time in life. No, you won't. No, you won't. Guarantee it. Giants win, guarantee you won't be around. Cowboys win, you'll come back. Giants win, you won't be around. What's going on, Johnny Munoz? I am old. But I'm in better shape than a lot of people half my age. So age is just a number, and it's a mindset. Because I can do a lot of things that guys half my age can't do. That's a fact. What's going on, Brian? How you doing, buddy? Kenny, what's up, buddy? You ready for Kenny, you ready for the Yankees tomorrow, baby? 518 up in the house. I'm ready for the Yankees. I'm ready for that Yankee game. Zach Wilson ceiling. Man, DeGrom, it sucks. The Jets just don't have a lot around him. I did like the Vera Tucker side. I think Zach Wilson's going to be good. Give the kid time. Same thing with Trevor Lawrence. People are like, oh, they're busts. Do you realize the teams that they went to? Can we give both of those kids more than 4 games? I think both of them are going to be really good. If anybody actually watched the Thursday night game and saw Trevor Lawrence play, if you don't think that kid can play in the NFL, you're just 420 crew. You know what to do. I mean, you got to be you got to be 420 all the time. Trevor Lawrence can play. Trevor Lawrence is on a terrible freaking team with a terrible head coach that has no business being in the NFL. Urban Meyer is not an NFL coach. It's different going from Ohio State when you have more talent than anybody else in the Big Ten for years, and you're able to win there. Still can't win a national championship. But I mean, look at Nick Saban. I mean, Saban went to the NFL. Saban was terrible here. You know? Yes, I-87, Levance. Absolutely, my man. I-87 all the way, baby. Martin, what's going on? How do I feel about the game? I feel good. I'm feeling confident, Martin. I'm feeling like we can do this. No, I'm not worried. Kenny, I wanted to play in Fenway, man. I think that it sets up better for us. We are right-handed dominant, right-handed power hitters. Fenway is perfect for us. You know? How about that Jason Garrett? I mean, how about 1995? I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'm 45 years old. Last time the Cowboys won, I wasn't even legally old enough to drink. I mean, win something. I mean, do something. I mean, become relevant again. I mean, here we are 3-1, and here you go. Like every year, the Cowboys are 3-1, or they're 4-2, and here we go. We win in the Super Bowl. Same thing every year. Every year, it's the same thing with the Cowboys fans. Barry, thank you so much for donating to Susan G. I really appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, my man. I am doing the Yankee Red Sox game, Edwin. Yes. Yeah, hell yeah, Kenny. Let's go, man. Delta Fox, I don't think we're good enough to beat Tampa. I think that we can beat Boston. I don't think we're good enough to beat Tampa in a 5. Tampa's kicked our ass all year. Listen, I want to get there. If anything can happen in a 5-game series, Tampa could have a couple of bad pitching outings, and the next thing you know, they're in trouble. The next thing you know, they could be down 2 games and then going back to Yankee Stadium. You never know. It's why we got to beat Boston. I don't think we're good enough to beat Tampa, but you never know. I mean, look at the Mariners in 2000, right? They won 116 regular season games. Or was that 2001? That was 2001. They won 116 regular season games, and we knocked them out of the ALCS. And we weren't nearly as good as them in the regular season. So you never know. It all comes down to pitching. If the Yankees get really good, I mean, look at the game on Sunday. I mean, we won 1-0. So you never know. Landon, I'm not eating either one of those things. But if I had to pick, I'd pick Taco Bell over, because I just prefer Mexican food over. Not that Taco Bell is really Mexican food, but I prefer tacos over hamburgers. Cardinals are good. They're not good enough to beat the Dodgers. Now, it sucks for the Dodgers. They won like 104 games, and they're going to play in a 1-game playoff, and anything can happen in a 1-game playoff. But I still like the Dodgers. I still think the Dodgers win that. I think the Dodgers go into the World Series. Yeah, I don't care. 25-year drought, you still cook. Who cares? You haven't won in 25 years. Where do you get your math from? It's 26 years. It's 26. I don't care. You guys, I listen. I feel bad for people like this. If it wasn't for people like me, what would you be doing with yourself right now? What would you be doing if it wasn't for somebody like me? Listen, my guy Kyler is unbelievable, Jordan. He's going to win MVP this year. Kyler's the man. Kyler's awesome. I've been saying that. I've been saying that since he was drafted. He was going to be a superstar, and he is. He's really good. Yes, American Mexican, exactly. Yeah, I'm surprised at the Steelers. The Steelers are usually really good. I'm surprised that they're bad. I guess it had to happen eventually. Just, you never expect it. Kind of like the Patriots. I know Brady leaving obviously was a huge deal, but you still didn't see the Patriots falling off the way they have. Like last year, who the hell saw that coming? You know, I didn't know Cooper had a hamstring injury, Dealer. I didn't know that he had a hamstring injury. Drew, Druk, no Gronk. So that's a big loss. I watched Tampa play last night. They weren't fantastic. I mean, we have a chance. We have a chance every week, right? But in order for the Giants to win, they can't make mistakes. We can't overcome mistakes. We're not good enough to overcome mistakes. Delta Fox, thank you so much for the $2 donation to Susan G. I appreciate you, my man. Thank you so much. you know. Um, yes. You don't like Tua? Yeah, I don't know about Tua either. I don't know about Tua either. Um, Tua's always hurt. It's if Tua didn't have the hip injury at Alabama, who knows what Tua could have been? Tua could have been great, but he's injured. Too. The joke was Tua's not a football player; he's a camper because he was always in the tent. Yes, Joe Judge. Like I said, defenders. OC. Hopefully, that you saw the way Daniel Jones played against New Orleans, and they have confidence to go for things on fourth down. You would hope that they saw what he could do, and they have confidence in him to convert fourth downs. You'd hope that they'd be a little bit more aggressive. It ended up working out for Joe Judge, and they punted with like 8 minutes to go in the game. I didn't think it would. I was yelling like I couldn't believe that he kicked it, but you know, Daniel Jones, the best quarterback of all time. No, not quite. Not quite. What's going on, Sox, Arizona? How you doing? Mac Jones did look good last night. He did. Does he break his streak of interceptions? I hope so. I hope so. Do I want to run more of Jones? I think that there should be more design runs for Daniel Jones, but I don't want Daniel Jones running the ball 8-9 times a game. I think 3 or 4 designed runs or read options, RPOs. I think that that's not bad. Maybe a quarterback draw. I mean, they do like to use the quarterback draw down by the goal line. On the 2-point conversion the last 2 weeks, Daniel Jones has had the designed run. The one was off tackle. The one was up the middle. So I would like to see them incorporated a little bit more, but you don't want Daniel Jones putting himself at risk every time he takes off. But I would like to see it. If I could have Sean McVay or Shanahan, I would take Shanahan. I think Shanahan's extremely innovative. I do like Sean McVay a lot, though. Yeah, I would like to see Shepard and Tony both on the field. Slayton can take a seat. I think Slayton has played himself out of the thing and I out of the starting lineup. And I think that John Ross or Kadarius Toney should take it. I really do. Darius Slayton would not be a bad fourth receiver option, but I just don't. He's dropped too many passes. He had a really bad year last year. We'll see, Delta Phi. I hope we do, but Dallas is really good. Why? Because I don't think Darnay Holmes has been very good, Arlo. I think Darnay Holmes has struggled. I think he's had a rough year, and I think they feel better without him on the field. I think that's why. Yeah, Joker. Yeah, Kyler Murray's ridiculous. You're right. That's a great comparison. He's a combination of Mahomes and Lamar. Kyler Murray, you watch his hip torque when he runs and throws. He's got such a strong. Listen, I didn't care how short he was. I watched that kid play at Oklahoma. That kid, yeah, there is very few quarterbacks in the history of the NFL that have the skill set Kyler Murray does. You have to be a special athlete to be drafted first overall in the NFL and top 10 in baseball. I mean, people seem to forget he was drafted 9th overall by Oakland as a center fielder. And he chose football because he was going to make more money. It takes a long time to get to the major leagues. It's going to take you 5-6 years, maybe 3 if you're really good to get to the majors. In football, you're getting that money immediately. So Kyler made a business decision, but obviously it was the correct one because the kid is an MVP candidate. He's really good. Daniel can be better than Dak. I always love when people like, oh, you said Daniel Jones would be better than Dak Prescott. Yeah, I did say that. I also said that he'd be better than Sam Darnold. He is. I said he'd be better than Mitch Trubisky. He is. I said he'd be better than Dwayne Haskins. He is. So I got 3 or 4 right, but they on the internet, they never come back and tell you you're right. They just tell you you're wrong. It's part of it. I always say this: switch the two. Put Dak Prescott on the Giants. You think Dak Prescott's putting the same numbers with the Giants that he puts up at Dallas? I'm telling you, he isn't. Guarantee he isn't. And I guarantee you, Daniel Jones will be putting up better numbers in Dallas than he does with the Giants. Janice, my lady, thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. Really, really, my lady. Thank you for the $20 of Susan G. Komen Foundation. I know we crushed that. We're over $300 now. The goal was $250. You guys and girls are amazing. I don't know why it doesn't let me donate to my own thing. It doesn't make any sense. I can't even. I should be able to do that myself. I don't care though. Like I'm wrong all the time. I say it all the time. I'm wrong. I'm married. Ask my wife. I'm wrong every day of my life. I'm married. I'm used to it. Did I ever believe in Darnold? No. I never liked Sam Darnold. I've never liked Sam Darnold. They don't want the Giants to draft him. I don't like Sam Darnold. I don't think he's a good quarterback. I don't think he'll ever be a really good quarterback. I don't think Daniel's been better than Dak. Dak has been really good. I'm not taking anything away from Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott has played great. Dak Prescott is way better than I thought he'd ever be. I never thought Dak Prescott would be the quarterback he is. He has developed into a really good player. I mean, I can't take anything away from him. Ethan, I don't think the Yankees get past Tampa. No, I think they definitely could, but I don't think they will. I think they can beat Boston for sure tomorrow. I think they will beat Boston tomorrow. I don't think they're beating Tampa, though. I think Tampa has had our number. Tampa's really good. Tampa does the little things to win games. The Yankees are more all or nothing. The Yankees would have to be really hot to beat Tampa. Like, they would have to all be hitting the ball. Kyler Murray is absolutely better than Lamar Jackson. He's not better than Pat Mahomes. Absolutely better than Lamar Jackson. Not close. Not close. Not in my opinion. My name is Max, and I enjoy Jared's cannoli. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you, Benjamin. You're amazing, brother. Thank you so much. 69. I see what you did there, Benjamin. I see what you did. $69 for Susan G. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. By the way, if you haven't done so, guys and girls, do me a favor. Hit the like button. Helps out the stream. Hit this subscribe button. We're doing a lot of Giants content, doing Hangouts as all the time. Yankees game tomorrow. Lakers start tomorrow for me. Obviously, all the Giants games and, live Hangouts. A lot of Giants content. I appreciate you guys and girls being here. Like I said, if it wasn't for you guys and girls blowing up my channel the way I have, I would not be able to do fundraisers and 24-hour streams for charity. So I really appreciate everything you've done for me. And like I said, doing these little fundraising streams is just kind of my way of giving back. And instead of being able, instead of me accepting the donations tonight, every donation that I get, I'm giving to Susan G. Coleman. So appreciate it. Kyler's not better than Daniel Jones. No, I wish I could say that. What do I dislike? No, I don't dislike Monty Ball at all. Definitely not Shrey. But Monty Ball was talking smack. It's all part of it. I talked smack back to him. Monty Ball was right. It was a cakewalk. Denver kicked the shit out of us. He was right. I went back and Twitter told him he was right. Not that he responded, but I said, congratulations, man. You were right. It was a cakewalk. I mean, he was right. I certainly don't hate it. I don't hate somebody for talking trash. That's part of football. Darren Waller with a catch. Yeah, the Raiders trying to make this game. The Raiders are my sleeper in the AFC. They're 3-0. I was like, yeah, Zuhaib, I was laughing my ass off when he did that because I knew he was going to lose his voice. Chris don't have the iron lung like me. Like, I have the iron lung. Like, I can scream. I did a 24-hour stream and then did the Lakers later that night. I had the iron lung. Duncan, thank you so much for the 5. I really appreciate the donation to Susan G, my man. Thank you so much. Guys, I have to hit the head real quick. I got to take a leak. Do me a favor, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'll be right back. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. And like I said, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'll be right back. Got to go to the bathroom. Right back. Alrighty, sorry about that. Nature calls real quick. I tweaked my freaking back at the gym today too, man. That shit hurts. I need some ibuprofen. The bathroom, yes, Mary. The bathroom Oh, touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller is 21-14. Look at this. Sports production, I wish. I wish. Listen, I just want to win Sunday. Right? I'm not talking about winning at all. Not talking about winning 11 games. If we find a way to beat Dallas, start to believe in the Giants a little bit, but this is going to be a really tough game. No doubt about it. World Series prediction. I like what somebody said earlier, Rays and Dodgers. I think that's very possible. Rays and Dodgers. Did I take my victory lap today? I didn't really take a victory lap, Sam. I enjoyed it. I'll enjoy it all week. Giants fans should enjoy it. We don't win very much. We earned that win. And looked bleak, and it was a big comeback win. And I feel like our quarterback came of age in that game, and hopefully he continues to build on it and does this, more often than not. Not 400 yards, but just plays the way he did. Plays with that confidence and makes the throws that are there to be made. I hope that he. And I think the offensive line played really well. You hope that they can continue to play like that. They did a good job. Robert, I saw Robert Dredden down. Andrew Thomas been really good. I hope we shut him up. It's the same thing all the time with the Cowboys. Listen, I live in upstate New York, and up here it is mostly Giants fans. I can tell you that it's a lot of Giants fans. There are some Jets fans. They're far and few between compared to the Giants. There's very few Bills fans here. I live on the Massachusetts border. There's very few Patriots fans here. There's a ton of Red Sox fans here, but there's very few Patriots fans. If I could fix that one thing is the shithole of MetLife Stadium, what would you? I'd blow the whole thing up, DeGrom, and start it over. I don't like MetLife. I like the old Meadowlands better. You went to Popeyes, very nice. But yeah, the Cowboys fans, oh God. If the Cowboys are good, you see Cowboys jackets and hats everywhere around here. But when they suck, you don't ever see it. Huge fair weather fan base. Dallas up here. Biggest fair weather fan base up here. There is. That's just the way it goes. My man, I take hockey. What is going on? But hey, hockey started. Hockey has begun. Not the October 12th, right? October 12th is opening day. I am streaming the Yankees tomorrow, Abraham. Yes. If you guys want the best hockey content creator on YouTube, he's right there. Hot Take Hockey. My man, Johnny V. He is the best. He is the best. No doubt about that. So if you guys are looking for some great hockey content or just a guy that's probably a distant nephew of mine because his personality is pretty much exactly the same, subscribe to Hot Take Hockey, man. He's the freaking man. Darnay Holmes ain't picking up the defense, man. She's been a weak spot, so they're not playing. Dire Giants fan, thank you for dropping the link to Hot Take Hockey's channel. I appreciate that. Hit 40,000 subscribers last year, or last hockey season, I should say. So that's freaking awesome. Janice, Cardinals are really good. Kyler Murray. I didn't think they'd be 4-0. I actually didn't think they would beat the Rams. I was surprised at that they beat the Rams the way they did. I thought the Rams are the best team in football. And the Cardinals waxed them. Love Kyler Murray. But the Cardinals are real. They want to talk about weapons. They got weapons everywhere. And their defense is getting better. They got the best receiver in football, DeAndre Hopkins. They got one of the best quarterbacks. They can play. And Cliff Kingsbury is a very young, innovative mind. They're a good team. Cardinals are a really good team. Am I concerned the Giants will go back to terrible play calling with Shepard? John, I hope not. I hope that Slayton is on the bench. I'm hoping that the Giants coaching staff sees what they have with what was out there. And I'm hoping that they get the guys more involved, So I'm hoping that Slayton isn't starting. I'm hoping that it is Kadarius Toney or John Ross. I just feel like it was good to see those guys, get involved early. And again, Kadarius Toney, you see Kadarius Toney out in the field. You see what he can do, It is what it is. Jabril, he does play good against the run. He should be a money backer. He should play up near the box. He's definitely not a good cover safety. That's a fact. And I'll be honest. I've been disappointed with Xavier McKinney this year. I think McKinney's had a rough start to the season. I know, but you know what it is, Deala? With DeAndre Hopkins, it opens everybody else up. The defenses are so fixated on stopping DeAndre Hopkins that it opens it up for other people. Trade Ingram so we can get to play. They're not going to trade Ingram. Ingram's a free agent. They're not going to get anything for him. They're better off letting him walking it in a compensatory pick, which is what I think they're going to do. NL and AL MVP. AL MVP is Vlad Guerrero Jr., in my opinion. I know they want to give it to Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani at 256. The Angels were never in it. The Blue Jays were in the pennant race all the way up or in the wild card race, all the way up to the last day of the season. I would give it to Vlad. Vlad almost won the Triple Crown, and I would give it to him. NL MVP, that's tough. That's tough because I don't keep up with the NL like I do the AL. At the beginning of the year, I would have said Fernando Tatis Jr., but the Padres fell off a cliff. So, I don't really know. When does Rudolph get some action? They try to get Rudolph. They try to throw him the ball in the end zone. They threw a little tight end screen to him. I don't know. Michael Thomas got hurt. Clutch craziness. Michael Thomas got hurt. I don't know when he comes back. Definitely not overrated. He's just hurt. He's hurt. Yeah, Sam, it's been a while since the New York team. The Giants are the last New York team to win a championship in 2011. The Mets are the last team in New York to play in one, 2015 against the Royals. Thoughts on Joey Gallo? Don't like him. Didn't want Joey Gallo here. Think he's an all or nothing guy. Talk about his defense. He's dropped down on how many freaking pop-ups in left field. He's hit 156 or something since he's been here. Struck out 55% of the time. Don't like it. I did call a Seattle and Saints game W. Yes, I did. I just had a feeling that. I mean, it's such a Giants thing to do, is to go down to New Orleans and beat the Saints after they lost to the Falcons. It's just a Giants thing to do. I didn't think Daniel Jones had the game he had, and that's for sure. I just thought they'd find a way to win. Wasn't really sold on New Orleans' offense. Definitely didn't see Taysom Hill running through our secondary like a hot knife through butter, but I feel good about the game tomorrow, Marsh. I feel like the Yankees are going to win. I'll be streaming it, and I'll be giving you my best play-by-play and giving you my best reactions. I mean, it's everything. I mean, it's the Yankee season, so it means a lot. I'm going to be very emotional during that game, and it's against our hated rival. It's against a team I hate more than any other team in the world outside of maybe the Eagles. I mean, they're right there. I freaking hate Boston, so got to beat them. And to do it on their field, it would feel good. Maybe that will reverse the curse. You know, Boston put that curse on us in 2000, although we did win in 2009. But maybe that reverses our curse of not being there for 12 years. You know. Would the Cowboys win where a Cowboy said, no, I'm not betting that. I already bet with Philly 500. I'm not betting anything. I don't have a Cowboys hat anyway, and I'm not about to buy one. I'm not making that bet. I don't think we're going to win. Said that. I don't think we're beating Dallas. If we're going to beat Dallas, we can't make mistakes. Dallas is going to have to make mistakes. We're going to have to score a lot of points. I don't think we're as good as Dallas. We won one game. We're 1-3. Why are Cowboys fans coming in here acting like I'm like, oh, we're going to the Super Bowl? The Giants won one game. I know Cowboys fans win a game and they feel like they're going to the Super Bowl. Eagle fans feel that way too. Maybe there are some Giants fans that now that we won one game, they feel like we're great. I don't look at it that way. I look at it that we're 1-3. And we needed a fourth quarter comeback in overtime to win the game. Dallas is the best team in this division by far. I've been saying that for, 2-3 weeks now. And if we win, it'd be great. Do I expect us to win? No. Do I think we can win? Yes. I think we can win any game if we play well and don't kill ourselves with stupid penalties. We could be 3-1. We're not. And Dallas is better on paper. Does that mean that we can't win? Of course it doesn't. Does that mean we probably will win? No, it doesn't. Dallas is a better team than us. Anybody that's being honest with themselves and looking at the two teams right now and looking at the way they played, can't tell me they don't think Dallas is better. Can the Giants go in there? Can the Giants upset Dallas? Absolutely. But they have to make mistakes. We can't. The Giants can't overcome mistakes. And Daniel Jones is going to have to do what he did against New Orleans. He has to stretch the field. We have to attack the secondary. That is the weakest part of Dallas. I know Trayvon Diggs has been great, but he hasn't played really good quarterbacks either. And I'm not saying Daniel Jones is a great quarterback, but if we're going to win, that's how we're going to do it. So we'll see. But I'm not proclaiming the Giants division champs. I'm not proclaiming us to be a great team. I'm hoping the Giants build off of what they did against New Orleans. I'm hoping that our offensive line continues to improve. Saquon Barkley continues to get healthy. We get Kadarius Toney involved like we did because he's you see if you watch the game, he's incredibly hard to tackle in the open field. And I'm hoping that our quarterback plays with the confidence he played against New Orleans with, and that our defense can make some stops. If we can do that, then we got a chance. But Dallas is good. I mean, I watch Dallas all the time. They're a damn good team. I'm not going to sit here. We're not better than Dallas. We're not. We're not. Can we beat them? Yes, but we're not better than them. I think we're better than the Falcons. We didn't beat them. I think we're better than Washington. We didn't beat them. I thought New Orleans was better than we were. We beat them. So go figure. You know. Well, that's what it is, Nick. I'm just, listen, I understand that some people remember me from the TTC. I get that. For those you don't know, I came into YouTube as a trash talker. That was my job. And you can ask anybody that's still a part of the TTC. I am the greatest trash talker in the history of that thing. The best. There is nobody better than me. Nobody has come close to me. I owned everybody I trash talk. Never lost a trash talking battle to anybody. Even when my team was terrible. I killed everybody in that. Nobody can out trash talk me. Doesn't happen. But I don't do that anymore. So now it's not my job to talk about how the Giants are going to beat Dallas or how Dallas sucks or this and that. My job is to be as objective as I can and to give you my opinion on the New York Giants. And that's what I do. I enjoy that much better. I like being honest. I like giving an honest assessment of my team, criticizing where it's deservedly so and praising where it's deservedly so. That's a fact. That's what I do. If Dallas is good, I'm going to say they're good. If Philadelphia is good, I'm going to say they're good. I mean, I like it. I hate them. I hate those teams. I hate them with a passion. I can't stand either one of them. I would love to drub Dallas 49-3 like we did to San Francisco in 1986, but it ain't going to happen. If we beat Dallas, I'll be thrilled. If the Giants find a way to beat the Cowboys, then maybe I'll start believing that we've turned a corner. But one game against New Orleans, I'm happy we won. I'm going to enjoy the victory. It was a great win for us. It's about damn time. Lord knows as Giants fans, we dealt with a couple of really tough losses. But at 1-3, I can't go, we found it. We found it last Sunday. Let's find it again this Sunday. Beat Dallas, beat a really good Dallas team. Then I'll start believing, okay, we can play with anybody. If we beat Dallas, because I'll be honest, I think Dallas is every bit as good as Tampa Bay. I think Dallas is, I don't know, I'm not going to say they're as good as Kansas City offensively, but maybe, I'm not going to say they're better than Kansas. I don't know if they're better than Kansas City. But watching Kansas City play this year, I think Kansas City's beatable. I think Tampa Bay is beatable. I think Dallas is the most balanced team of those three teams. I really do. I think Dallas is really good. So if we can find a way to beat them, then I'll believe that we've turned a corner and that we can start to play with the better teams in the league. But Jameis Winston wasn't lighting up the world. He didn't throw for 200 yards any game this year, but he did throw for 200 yards against us. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I would love to beat Dallas. I want to beat Dallas. Hate Dallas. Hate them with a passion. But they're good. And no matter how much I hate Dallas, that ain't changing. They're good. Philadelphia, they suck. They suck. Just like I thought they'd suck, they suck. They're not good. That's not a good team. It's not. Dallas kicked the living piss out of them. Score was closer than the game was. Same thing in Kansas City. Kansas City was up 42-23 in that game. That game is not close. It looked closer at the end. Jalen Hurts got his cheap yards. Jalen Hurts got like an extra 170 yards and 2 touchdowns against Dallas. That game is long over when Jalen Hurts put up his stats. Long over. That's why I don't watch. I don't care about stats. I just watch the way the guys play. Chris, yes, I am doing the Yankee game tomorrow. Yes, I am. I try to be real. Roldy, you know me, brother. I try to be as real as I can be. Am I biased towards the Giants? Yes. Do I think with my heart sometimes, not my head? Yes. Do I jump the gun? Am I over emotional about the Giants? Do I overreact? Yes. Why? Because I love them. I mean, they're my team, but when they deserve criticism, I give it to them. I am not, listen, I am not a guy that is worried about somebody not liking me because I criticize the Giants. I am not a guy that's worried about hurting somebody's feelings because they don't like my opinion. I don't care. I'm 45 years old. I don't have anything to prove in this world. And I'm not trying to kiss everybody's ass so that everybody likes me. It's not who I am. I'm an alpha male. That's going to rub some people the wrong way. I'm fine with that. I say it a million times. I'd rather you hate me for who I am than like me for who I'm not. That's a fact. You don't need to like me. I don't care. It doesn't affect my life. If you don't like me, I'm not going to change. I mean, I don't like everybody I meet either. It is what it is. I'm not that guy. Asia, my lady. Asia, let's beat the Yankees. Asia, let's beat the Red Sox. Let's beat them. Listen, Mark Holmes ain't going to crush me. The Cowboys may beat the Giants. But let's face it. I know Philly 500 did the troll video, but if Mark Holmes and I ever got into it, we all know who's winning that. We all know who's crushing who. And he ain't crushing me. That's a fact. And trust me when I tell you, he's got it. I got to do the video for Mark Holmes. Oh, I have a Mark Holmes troll video coming. Oh, yes, I do. It's all in my head. It's all in my head. All right. Hey, John, have a great night. You don't like me, Fabian? You don't need to be here. Well, that's the other thing. I don't like you. Then why are you here? It's the most counterproductive thing in the world. You don't like something, let me spend my time telling you I don't like you. Go do something productive. If I don't like something, I don't waste my time with it. Why would you waste your time with something you don't like? I never understood that. Because I can tell you this right now, people that do that are not successful in anything they do. When you're sitting there worried about other people, not worried about you, you will never succeed in any facet of life if you spend negative energy on something that you don't like. It makes no sense to me. Fabian, I know you're just kidding, by the way, because you're here all the time. But it makes no sense. None. The people that do that, it makes them feel better about themselves because they don't have anything. They're disappointed in their own life. So they're like, well, I feel shitty about myself, so let me go try to make somebody else feel shitty because that'll somehow make me feel better about myself. It's real. It's real talk. People are so worried about other people nowadays. I'm older, so I come from a different generation. I grew up in the 80s. Things were different. There was no social media. So there wasn't all this toxicity. Social media made everybody toxic. Why? Because you can get away with saying things to people that you couldn't do in 1989, 1991. If you wanted to say something bad about somebody, you had to say it to their face. So you don't have to do that anymore. You can hide behind your computer and type. That's what you can do now. But these people that worry about other people and don't worry about you'll never, ever accomplish your goals in life worrying about what other people do. Never. Unless it directly affects you, you shouldn't worry about other people. Unless it affects you. Who cares? Who cares? This is what it is. But it's all good. Social media won't punch you in the mouth. You're right. Social media can't punch you in the mouth. Worst take Yo, tall and lanky man, thank you so much for donating to Susan G. Coleman. I appreciate you, my man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the donation. Worst take you've made against the Giants? What do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah, Luke, you're right. I remember, Lucas, I can remember 1984, 85, seeing commercials for Radio Shack personal computers. They were $4,000. IBM computers. IBM personal computers, a Radio Shack personal computers, 1984, 85. They were $4,000. Now think about it. 1984, 1985, $4,000 in 1985 is probably about the equivalent of $10,000 nowadays. VCRs were $500 when I was growing up. Microwaves, $300-$400. Crazy. You can get a microwave for $30 now. You get a computer, you get a laptop for $200. Worst thing I've had on the like against the Giants? I don't know. Anonymous, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you for donating from north of the border. I appreciate you donating, my man. Thank you so much. Or my lady. It's anonymous, so I don't know. Never been a big Paul Walker. Never been a big Fast and Furious guy. I'm not really into cars or motorcycles. I never have been. I like luxury cars, but well, when I was younger, I was into Corvettes and Ferraris and all that stuff. As I got older, I like more luxury automobiles. When I was younger, I did drive a Mercedes Benz when I was younger. Probably never see another one of those again as long as I live. But I do like Mercedes Benz, BMW, things like that. Infinities. I like luxury automobiles. I do like a Maserati though. The Maseratis are sweet. What am I sipping on? Diet Coke, man. It's always Diet Coke. So it's all I drink. Yes, DVD players, $700. CD players were like $700 back in 1985. It's funny though. The 80s society, again, it's a different era, but if you grew up in the 80s, people were just friendlier. If you go back and like listen to the music, watch like the television shows, stuff, it was just like fun. Like everything was fun. And then when you get into the early 90s, like the grunge act started to become like depressing. Like the music became depressing. Like Green Day stuff is I like Green Day, but their music's depressing. And it kind of got society manic depressive. It changed in the 90s. It changed. It made people more depressed. It really did. And then the internet just added to it. But the 80s were a very different time, man. I'm just telling you. If you grew up in the 80s, you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't, you missed a great decade. I live in New York, D Joker. Dr. Pepper, there you go. Yes, I know. Yeah, the Cobra Kai shirt. You can see right through my body. You can see my carpet back there. I wish it was my house. Microwaves were big in the 80s. Jarvis Juice, what's going on, man? No, Asia, I'm not doing the roundtable with Mark tomorrow. I have the Yankee game. I already told Rio Robinson I can't. I told them before that if the Yankees make the playoffs, I'm doing the Yankee game. So, and then the Lakers. Well, I told them it's just it's a really tough time for me because I'm just really busy. Obviously you got the Giants, the Yankees are in the playoffs, the Lakers are starting. So obviously there's just a lot of things that I'm doing because I try to cover all this stuff. I definitely was going to do the Yankee playoff game. So he knows. I talked to Rio on Instagram. But I told him I'll let him know when is good. There's another guy that he has, not Mark. I forgot the Eagles guy. But he also is really busy, so it's tough. It's tough right now to do it in the middle of the year. It was, Mark. It was a big win for us. Yeah, see, the 80s MTV actually stood for music television, and they did play music. But I'm just telling you, the music was better. The 70s were also very drab. 70s were depressing too, but the 80s were different. You live right by Ralph. When I was young, I got to find that picture of me when I was a freshman in high school. I looked like Ralph Macchio. I looked like the Karate Kid when I was young. I had a good head of hair. That shit gone. But I did. A good head of hair. You know what's funny? I was showing little bad dog pictures of me when I was 18. And I showed him that. He goes, "That's not you." I said, yes, it is. I said, yes, it is. He says, your face looks different. I go, yeah, because I was young. And then he goes, where'd your hair go? I said, you know where my hair went? I said, that's what happened when I met your mom. I said, it started to go away. Oh, Steve, man, thank you so much for the donation to Susan G. Coleman. I really appreciate that, my man. Thank you so much. By the way, again, guys and girls, if you're just tuning in tonight, in lieu of any donations made to me, I know a lot of people, and I'm so grateful that people do donate to my channel because I never ask people to do that, and I'm extremely grateful. But in lieu of that tonight, any donations made to my channel are going directly to the Susan G. Komen Foundation because October is breast cancer awareness month. Obviously, cancer sucks. Everybody knows somebody that's either battling it or has lost their life to it or whatever. I've always been extremely appreciative and grateful that my channel is growing the way it has, and you've allowed me to have a format to give something back. So I do the 24-hour charity streams. So I've done numerous fundraisers. I do plan on doing, I have that open. If another content creator wants to join it, I will do another stream before the month is over with Susan G. Komen. But so anything that's donated tonight is going directly to that charity. YouTube does not take a dime. I do not take a dime. All the proceeds go to Susan G. Komen. So I do appreciate everybody that's donated. I wanted to get $250, and I think we've almost doubled it. So that is awesome. You guys and girls are amazing. Appreciate it. Yeah, Dire Giants fan. I mean, my kid is me. I mean, my son is. I don't know. He's definitely appearance wise. He is definitely a mixture of me and my wife. Personality wise, he's all me. All me, except for the I want this, I want that. I'm like, yeah, that's your mom, because she does that to me all the time. Yo, anonymous, wherever you are. Thank you so much for the 50. Really appreciate it. That is awesome. Thank you so much, my man or my lady, whatever you may be. But I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the donation. It's awesome. Rob Seale and Pat Flaherty should be paid double for. But listen, Raphael, the line has been really good. Awesome. 500, but like, that's awesome. We doubled the goal. You guys and girls are amazing, man. I'm telling you. You're unbelievable. Appreciate the hell out of you. So it's for a good cause, man. If I was at the Eagles-Giants game, Garrett called a great game. Yeah, I would scream brilly, brilly at Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett watches my videos anyway. Listen, I haven't been as hard on Jason Garrett as a lot of Giants fans. At all. I have not been hard on Jason Garrett. I have actually defended Jason Garrett and blamed a lot of it on Joe Judge. Now, again, I'm not saying Jason Garrett's not to blame. Don't get me wrong, but I have definitely not given Jason Garrett the hell that a lot of Giants fans have. And the Chargers just won the game. They just scored a touchdown. Austin Eckler in there. It was 27-14. Philly 500 lives rent-free in Giants fans. No, actually, he doesn't. I live rent-free in his head. How many times has he mentioned me in a live stream? I never mention him. It's rare. How many times have they mentioned me? Eagles fans hate me because I speak the truth. They don't like it. I hurt their feelings. That's what I do. Crowder Cowboy, his pocket presence definitely better this year. And I think a lot of that had to do, especially yesterday, with the offensive line holding up the way it has. It's amazing. And you never know if Isaiah Wilson can ever get his shit together, get his head on straight, and he can become something. I mean, he was picked in the first round, and if he ever lives up to that potential, I mean, the Giants can have their bookend tackles for years to come. I mean, you hope that it pans out. I mean, he's been in a lot of trouble. He has definitely done some stupid things. I mean, we've all done stupid things when we're young. He's only 22. I believe that people deserve a second chance. We all make mistakes. We are human. Nobody is perfect in this world. You're supposed to learn from your mistakes. Hopefully he does. And the Giants can find the talent that made him a first round pick. If that's the case, we might have stolen that guy. But our offensive line played really well against the Saints, and they're going to have a tough task against Dallas. I mean, Dallas is very tough, Thoughts on the interior O line? No, I don't like Billy Price. I think Billy Price sucks. I want Tyler Lindenbaum of Iowa. Definitely. Yeah, I think Saquon needs to run more wheel routes. I think you've seen that, Steve. The last couple of weeks, I think we've seen Saquon get involved in a passing game, which is awesome. So I agree, Stanley. I agree. I don't know. We're going to have to score some points against Dallas. We're going to have to attack the secondary. We have to. I think we can score against them, but we can't make mistakes. Irish Rover, man, thank you so much for the donation, brother. I really appreciate that, my man. Thank you for donating to Susan G. Coleman, brother. Really, really, my man. Smutty, it feels good to win. Lionel Richie said it, man. Feel good to feel good. Feels good to feel good. No, see, 80s song. Up all night. Feel good to feel good. Of course, the 80s, everybody was high on cocaine. Maybe that had something to do with why the 80s were so good. Who the hell knows? What about Nick Gates? We don't know if Nick Gates is ever going to be the same, Brennan. I mean, they said that could be career ending. And Nick Gates is a guard. He's a natural guard. You can move Nick Gates over to right guard and play Tyler Lindenbaum at center. And the Giants' offensive line would be fantastic. Can you imagine if Nick Gates comes back from the injury? Isaiah Wilson ends up working out and you got Andrew Thomas. So you would have Andrew Thomas. I don't know what they do with Will Hernandez. I don't know who the left guard would be. It'd probably be Shane Lemieux if he's, who knows. But you would have Andrew Thomas, a right guard. You'd have Tyler Lindenbaum, Nick Gates, and Isaiah Wilson. It'd be pretty good. And Evan Neal. I mean, the Giants could get Evan Neal, who's a guard. I believe he's a guard. You get Evan Neal and Tyler Lindenbaum, and you could really have a great offensive line going forward. Ethan, Gary Sanchez is going at the end of the year. He's done at the end of the year. What's going on, Greg? How you doing, buddy? What are our keys, Victor? I've said it, Jeffrey. We need to score, and we can't make mistakes. And we're going to have to force Dallas to make some. We can't afford to make mistakes against Dallas. Dallas is a good team, and we're gonna have to force turnovers, and we're gonna have to get 7. I mean, we can't settle for field goals against Dallas. I think you're gonna see them go for it on 4th down. I think they know that they're gonna have to outscore Dallas. We're not shutting them down. They're not. Abe Froman, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Cheers to you, my good man. 50 bomb to Susan G. Coleman, man. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. You guys and girls. Like I said, I was trying to raise 250 tonight. We're almost at 600. You guys and girls are incredible. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Sanchez is trash. Yeah, we're gonna have to score, PJ. We're gonna have to score over 30. We're not holding Dallas to 17. We're not winning this game 21-17. If we beat Dallas, we're going to have to get in the 30s. 34-31, 31-27, 37-34. We're going to have to put up points. I think we can. We can't settle for field goals. I mean, Washington, we scored 29 points against Washington. We kicked 5 damn field goals. And we had a touchdown drop. We had a touchdown call. I mean, we could have scored 50 against Washington. Oh, Asia, I told him, I told David that I would work with him for the Giants and Falcons. I told him I would go on his, that I would work with him for that. I've known him a long time on here. I commend him. He's changed a lot. I watch him change a lot. He's trying to make himself better. He's trying to better himself. I respect that. I respect somebody that can change. So, and he deserved it. I mean, the Falcons beat us. It's the only win that they have. So I figured I would go on his channel and talk about it. But yeah, Jed, I appreciate that I got your first ever super chat. I appreciate that. Jedi, you never forget your first, my lady. That's what they do. You never forget your first. Listen, Goose is my first number. I always remember that. Should the Yanks keep Rizzo? They might. I don't know if they can trust. I don't know if they can trust Luke Voigt. Daryl, he's always hurt. They might keep Rizzo. I don't know what they're going to pay. I mean, Steinbrenner's been trying to stay under the salary cap, the luxury tax cap. So I don't know if they can afford him. I know what my next collab with LB, probably when we play the Eagles, maybe. I love LB is my guy. I mean, Laura Brunson's my guy. He and Philly 500 are they're a little bit too optimistic. You'll never hear them say anything negative about the Eagles ever. But those are my guys. They're my favorite Eagles. Them and Joey Shakes. Joey Shakes is really good too. I like those guys, but I like working with LB. LB is good people. It's fun. It's fun talking trash at LB. Both of our teams suck, so it'd be even more fun. I don't remember my first time donating here since I practically. This is true. Well, you are a sponsor of the channel. You're part of the Dog Pound Orphanage, so you are a sponsor. Philly 500 is a sponsor of the channel. There he is. Celia, I told you I live in his head. I know we're gonna do our best, Philly. Do our best. I was just talking about how you and LB are good. You, LB, and Joey Shakes are good people, and you're my favorite Eagles guys for sure. I say you don't ever say anything negative about them. By the way, Philly 500, I gotta admit, so there is 2 really good blow-ups on Philly 500. Philly 500 calls me a mad dog. He says bad dog to me. He's got this song. He is way more mad than I am. Way more. Go to my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. The link's in the description. If you do follow me on it and you haven't watched a couple of things that Benjamin has sent me about Philly 500 blowing up, watch those videos. The one about with Jalen Hurts with the pick 6 against Dallas, and watch the pass interference one against Kansas City. I don't know if I've ever been that mad since we drafted Daniel Jones. Philly gets pissed. You always say negative things. You always say negative things in his stream. You don't say anything negative on video. Only in the stream. Only in the heat of battle. I'll wait for you to come out with that video saying that Jalen Hurts stinks and admitting that half of his stats are in garbage time. I'll wait for that video, Philly. Oh, God, I love him. Philly's the man. Philly 500, Philly 500 is definitely a guy. Before I die, Philly 500 and I got to meet in person and do our beer vlog. We have to go drink. That's got to happen. Somehow, some way, that has to happen. That has to happen. Your Raiders aren't crap, Greg. They ran into a good Chargers team. It happens, man. You're 3-1. I'll tell you what, Greg, I will trade places with you happily. I'll take 3-1 Giants. You can have 1-3 Raiders. I would definitely trade places with you. They just didn't have a good night tonight, but they're good. The Raiders are, like I said, they were my sleeper pick this year. You were pissed. I don't know if I've ever heard you swear like that. Like that sounded like me. It wasn't even Derek Barnett. Was that whoever the official was? I'm not gonna, Philly. I laughed so hard when Benjamin sent that to me. I could not stop. I had tears in my eyes. I've never seen you that bad. That was awesome. F-bombs, F-asshole. That was great. I love the passion, my man. But yes, if you haven't subscribed to Philly 500, do subscribe to Philly 500. He's good people. Philly's awesome. It cracks me up. I live stream at Philly 500 a lot. We work together a lot. He's always a staple of my 24-hour charity streams. He always comes on. He's always generous enough to do that. Come hang out and take a beating on the Giants channel because the Giants fans give him hell, and he's always a good sport about it. He's the man. He really is. He's very good people. Philly's very good people. He really is. Paul, what's going on, man? How you doing, buddy? Go Eagles, what's up? That's all thing. Go Eagles. It doesn't matter how good or bad you always love your squad. I say it all the time. Giants fans, and we always joke around about, I'm done with this team. They suck. I can't do it anymore, bad dog. I'm done. I'm not wasting my time. I'll see you next week, bad dog. We joke about it all the time. No matter how bad our team is, we're always going to love them. Yeah, Abe, I think no, I know that you guys had 3 touchdowns called back. I know. But listen, the Giants had a couple called back this year too. I understand, trust me. And it was against the Dallas. We had a couple called back last year. But yeah, Abe, usually I think in the middle of the year, we talked about doing that again. We have to do it on Law Nation's channel. Law Nation is the one guy that hasn't hosted it. I hosted those guys twice. LB hosted us once, and last time was on Louis T's channel. So we got to do it on Law Nation's channel. But I think we plan on doing that some part in the middle of the year. Now I am planning on. I don't know the fourth. I don't know who the Eagle guy is, but Rhea Robinson is a Washington guy. Mark Holmes, obviously, is a Cowboy guy. And I forgot the Eagle guy. I am going to be doing another NFC roundtable soon. I just don't know when. We are going to do it tomorrow, but obviously the Yankees are playing, so I am streaming the Yankee-Red Sox playoff game. There's no way I'm not doing that game. It's Yankees-Red Sox, man. It's one-game playoff. There's no way I'm missing. I didn't get to do the game in 1978 when Bucky Dent hit the 3-run homer. So I got to do it. I got to do this. You ever tell you I'm not invited back? I lose my mind. Well, you know what it is, Kenny? Then we're the same. I told you one of the funniest things, Kenny, that my wife says to me. Well, she would say it to me. She doesn't say it anymore because I'm down here streaming the game, and half the time she's not home. She goes to her mother's house, little bad dog, whatever. Because I mean, it doesn't matter. I'd be watching whether I'm down here or up there, same thing. But she would always say, "Why yelling at the TV? They can't hear you." It always made me laugh. Why yelling at the TV? Law Nation's great, Age. He's really good too. Really good content creator. Very good. Law Nation's very good. Greg, we're gonna win. Yankees are gonna win tomorrow. I have confidence. We're gonna win. Yankees are gonna put up runs early. Yankees are gonna have 3 or 4 runs by the second inning, and Garrett Cole's gonna cruise. Got a feeling. That's what I was saying, Alex. Hey, listen. That was the first time in 12 years that the Yankees, Giants, and Jets won on the same day. I knew it hadn't happened in a long time. That's why I said in my video today, the sky was crying tears of joy because the Giants, Jets, and Yankees all won on the same day. So it is what it is. Greg, I would love to get rid of Baron Boone. If they lose, there's a possibility they do. Possibility they do. I don't think getting to the wild card is good enough for the Yankees. I don't think getting there and losing is good enough. There's a possibility. Listen, we were one game away from the World Series in 2017, and they fired Joe Girardi. So that's possible. I think if Joe Girardi managed the 2 years after when Boone took over here, and Boone won 103 and 101 games in back-to-back years, I think we want to win a World Series with Joe Girardi. The Yankee team is good enough. The Yankee team would have won a World Series with Girardi. Boone can't manage. Boone has never managed at any level. Why is he our manager? He's a yes man. He's a puppet. He's not a baseball guy. He has no feel for the game. I don't know if that's him or front office, whatever it is. A guy gets hot, he benches him. Stupid. Grant, thank you so much for donating to Susan G, man. I really appreciate it. Cheers to you, my good man. Thank you so much, Grant. I really appreciate that, my man. This is true. Irish says, Philly 500, check all your light sockets. I believe you may be under surveillance. GLS says, hey, listen, you did the Yankees a favor by beating Boston 2 out of 3. Now, Boston ended up with because we can't beat Tampa. But you guys helped us. And you hurt us. I mean, the Orioles whooped our ass 8 times this year. That was the difference in the division. Tampa Bay was 18-1. We were 11-8. The Eagles do have the same record as the Giants. Yes, Jared. If Philly 500 ever talks trash about, just tell him I own the poverty state of Pennsylvania. But Philly lives in Cali. But yes, DeGrom does own poverty, Pennsylvania. I hope so, Abe. I don't know how much of it's Garrett. I don't know how much of it's Joe Judge. What I do hope is that they saw Daniel Jones where he played against New Orleans, and they have confidence that they can be aggressive with him. I'm hoping that they do. I'm hoping they say, okay, let's run more fly routes. Let's run more deep crossing routes, because that takes a long time to run. You can't run a deep crossing route without protection. And the line held up pretty well against New Orleans and allowed those deep passes to be complete. But you did see Daniel Jones take multiple shots down the field, and if we're going to beat Dallas, we have to do that. If we're going to be a good team, or if we're going to win some games, got to take the training wheels off. And like I said, hopefully his performance, proving that he could get it done in clutch time. We were down by 11 points, and 7 minutes ago we came back to tie it, and then he went right down the field and scored a touchdown in overtime. So you hope that they say, okay, we believe in you, kid. Go ahead. Free reign. So you got to hope that, I did see that Gio play when he went into the dugout. It was shades of Jeter. Not quite, but shades of Jeter diving into the stands to make the play. But yeah, Gio was sacrificing his body to get into the playoffs. So another shit out here. What is being fundraised? So Ksenia, my lady, Batgirl. It is October in the United States. I know you're from Russia. She's from St. Petersburg, Russia. In the United States, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So, like I said, the entire month, I'm not going to do it every stream, but I will do another stream for this with this fundraiser. I have opened it up to any content creator that wants to take a part in it. But the fundraiser is going to Susan G. Komen organization. That is breast cancer research. So that is what the fundraiser is. So instead of donating to me tonight or anybody leaving a super chat for me, all donations are going to Susan G. Komen Foundation. When you do a fundraiser, YouTube does not take a dime. They do take a percentage of super chats. They do not take a percentage of anything. I do not get a percentage of anything. Anything donated goes directly to that charity. I was trying to raise $250 tonight. We more than doubled it. I think we're almost at 600, which is awesome. But that is what the fundraiser is for. It's for breast cancer. So Asia, we gotta win. We gotta win, my lady. Ksenia, thanks so much for the donation. I really appreciate you, my lady. Really, really. By the way, Ksenia, OU in Texas, the Red River shootout. That's right. I said shootout. I didn't say Red River rivalry. It's a Red River shootout. Where I come from, it's a Red River shootout. But OU in Texas should be a good game because OU has not played up to snuff this year. Texas has gotten better since the loss against Arkansas. It's going to be a very good game. I know it. Hopefully OU comes out on top, but I'm not confident. Normally when we play Texas, I'm confident we're going to beat them. I'm not confident this time around. No, Kenny, not a 24-hour stream. I'm going to end it at midnight. 24-hour streams are different. That's for different organizations. I do two of those a year. February and August. February JDRF is what we're going to do in February. The next 24-hour streams for juvenile diabetes research. And then in August, I'm going to do something for veterans. I'm going to do something for the veterans of this country, whether it's wounded warriors or something. I'm going to do something for them because without the men and women that serve this country, I wouldn't be able to do what I do, without a doubt. They're the heroes. they're people that you want to talk about people that never get enough credit for what they do. The men and women that serve this country and sacrifice their life for our freedoms, man, they're the heroes of this country. They're the people that deserve the utmost respect that they give of themselves, to protect us. So I definitely want to do something for them in one of the 24-hour streams. Sonny Salcar, thank you so much. And Ksenia, thank you for the donations. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Sonny and Ksenia, my lady. Appreciate it. There you go. Boom! Little gun show for you there, Batgirl. Let's go. Bam! Let's get it done. Let's go. Of course, Darren. I mean, people that don't respect the veterans, you might as well get the hell out of the country. Utmost respect for them people. Utmost respect for the vets. I mean, like I said, without them, what are we doing? Sports is one thing. Sports is great. And it sucked when we didn't have sports, right? But we survived. We wouldn't be able to survive without the men and women that serve this country. Our lives would be completely different. So they're the real heroes, Anonymous, whoever you are, thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, my man or my lady. whatever you may be. But thank you for the $5 donation. Appreciate that. Yeah, next Wounded Warrior Project. Yeah, all right, vodka. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know which ones are really good. That's the one that I definitely know of for the men and women, the veterans of the country. But I'll take a look at some other ones. Gary Sinise. I'll definitely take a look. Like I said, that's not gonna be till August, which is a long ways away, 10 months away. But those I already do have two, like I said, two charities in mind for the next 24-hour streams, and definitely something for the men and women of this country, or men and women of this country. We'll do one for them for sure. Freedom fighters, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Abe. There's a lot of really good ones. Maybe I'll split it up amongst a couple or something. We'll figure it out. I mean, I got a long time to do it, but I am definitely doing something for the men and women of this country. Texas and Oklahoma to be in the SEC. I can't wait, Albert. I can't wait for Oklahoma to have real rivals. I mean, Texas is going with us, so you don't miss out on the OU Texas rivalry. But we're going to get to play teams like Auburn and Alabama. Alabama is the West, right? SEC West is Alabama. So we're going to get Alabama, Auburn. We're going to get those to Arkansas. So we'll get those teams. And I can't wait for Oklahoma and Texas to be part of the SEC. Oklahoma is not going to dominate. Oklahoma probably going to lose 2 or 3 games a year to start. That's fine. I want that. I want that. I love the SEC. So I'm glad that they're going there. No, I am not better than school, Darren. As a matter of fact, you should stay in school. Do your schoolwork. Don't worry about me. I always say that, man. Get your homework done, dude. Don't worry about me. I'm always going to be around. School is very important. Very important. Ray W., what's going on, man? Let's go. Should the SEC kick out Vanderbilt? Well, the SEC should kick out a couple teams. They should kick out Tennessee. Tennessee sucks. They should kick them. I should kick South Carolina the hell out of there, too. Terrible. Is that true, John? The Giants have allowed the fewest points in the NFC East? I mean, yeah, we allowed 21, 17, 30 to Washington, 27. We still allowed a lot. The last 2 games, you didn't allow a lot. You don't think Oklahoma did what A&M did when they joined? What did A&M do when they joined the SEC? What do you mean? Oklahoma hasn't joined the SEC yet. They're going to. They're not there yet. Parnell Motley. Let's hope not Afghanistan. We have our defense has struggled enough. We don't need Parnell Motley. Oh, the Mets manager got fired there. It doesn't surprise me, Asia. For baseball, Marcus Semien, he ain't going to the Yankees. I think the Yankees are going to make a run at Robbie Ray, without a doubt. I think the Yankees make a run at him. Marcus Semien, I don't really know, because the Yankees could have offered him money this offseason, but they did not. So I don't see him going. If the Yankees are going to take anybody, it's going to be Corey Seager. But the thing is, man, Anthony Volpe is really close. He's probably a year away. And I don't know if the Yankees are going to do. Well, I think they're going after Robbie Ray. I don't know where Marcus Simeon's going to go, though. Not really sure. Anonymous, whoever you are, my man or my lady, thank you so much for the 20. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the donation to Susan G. Komen Foundation. Really appreciate it. You guys and girls are, like I said, you're amazing. I wanted to get 250, and I don't know where we are, but it's way over 250. So, thank you so much. It's a great cause. I mean, it's like I said, everybody knows somebody that's lost their life to cancer, or they're battling cancer, they're cancer survivors, whatever it is. But without things like Susan G. Komen and a lot of other great cancer research foundations, people wouldn't be able to survive at the rate that they have these days. So it's always very positive. There's a lot of cancer survivors. So that's a good thing. And it's foundations like Susan G. Komen that allow that to happen. So it's good stuff. Yeah, I think Marcus Simeon still wants to be a shortstop. Now, obviously, Asia Glaber has played much better when he went to second. Playing shortstop got in his head because he's killing it. Now that he went back to second base, I don't know what the hell we're going to do with DJ LeMahieu. I don't know if he can play short. Glaber's got to play second, though. Glaber has to play second. And we just gave DJ LeMahieu a huge contract. He's not going anywhere. You know? Yeah, I don't know that story, Ksenia. I don't know Gabby Petito. We'll have to take a look at that. Raiders did. Raiders got beat up pretty good tonight. Yes, they did. UCF US. Yeah, I don't even care. Albert, I'm not going to care about the Big 12 once Texas and Oklahoma leave. I care about I care about the SEC anyway. The reason I care about the Big 12 is Oklahoma's there. And I mean, there's some okay. Texas is okay. Baylor's okay. TCU's not good this year. Iowa State's pretty good. Oklahoma State's okay. Like we have there's a lot of top 25 teams in the Big 12, but there's not great teams in the Big 12 like there is in the SEC. There is no Alabama in the Big 12. There is no Georgia in the Big 12. There is no Florida in the Big 12. There's no Auburn. There's no LSU. Like, I'm looking forward to those. I don't care if Oklahoma loses 4 games. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to Uncle Lou trashing the shit out of Oklahoma more than he normally does. I'm looking forward to that. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Do I think Herbert's a top 8 quarterback? I think he's up there, Mike. I love Justin Herbert. I wanted the Giants to draft him. I'm a big Justin Herbert fan. I agree, Roldy. Not only is he better at second base in the field, it helps him at the plate. It helps him at the plate. Yeah, Afghanistan, you're right. Hit that thumbs up if you guys and girls haven't done so. Hit the thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Like I said, I'll be live for the Yankees and Red Sox tomorrow about 7:50. I think the game starts at 8:08, so 7:50, 7:55. You ready to go? Hopefully you guys and girls are there. It's going to be brutal for me, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I think that's perfect. Yankees and Red Sox. Can't wait for that. Lakers, I'll be live for them at 6 o'clock on Wednesday. They were originally scheduled for 10:30, but because the Dodgers play the wild card, they moved them up. But definitely going to be doing the Lakers and doing every preseason game, and then we're going to do a ton of regular season games, obviously. Continue to do the Giants content. We'll do the Yankees as long as they're around. Kalen surprised me. I'm not nervous about tomorrow. I think the Yankees are going to win. I do. Well, Ksenia, I'm not going to cry. I've cried twice over sports because I was upset. I cried a number when the Giants won the Super Bowl. I cried every time except for 1986. I cried in tears of joy when the Yankees won it in 96. But I cried in pain when they lost in 1995 to Seattle. Broke my heart because I never saw them in the playoffs. It killed me when they lost that series the way they lost it. And then when we went down 2-0 to the Braves, when Greg Maddux shut us out in 96, I remember I went to bed and tears are streaming down my cheeks because I'm like, I'm thinking to myself after they lost 12-1 the first game. They lost 4-0 the second game, and they scored 1 run in 2 games. The Braves were defending champions and the best pitching staff known to man. And I remember laying there thinking, I'm never going to see the Yankees win a World Series. And then they go on to win 4 straight against Atlanta. They go on to win in 98, 99, 2000. They played in 6 of them from 96 to 2003. And then they went on to win in 2009. I got very spoiled as a Yankee fan. So I will not cry. If I didn't cry after Boston beat us in 2004, nothing's going to make me cry anymore. Because if I was ever going to cry about being upset, it would have been 2004. That's a fact. That was painful. Am I dressing up for Halloween? Yes, I usually do, Jed. I don't know what I'm going to be yet. But it usually has something to do with what my son is dressing up as Goofy because he knows that Goofy is one of Daddy's favorites. He knows I love Goofy. And the funny thing is that my son was really young when he's like 2. His favorite stuffed animal was a Goofy stuffed animal. It's Donald Duck's my favorite because Donald Duck's got the bad temper. He's always pissed off. So I love Donald Duck. But Donald Duck and Goofy are my favorite Disney characters. So he's going to be Goofy because he told my wife, he said, Daddy loves Goofy. I'm going to be Goofy for Halloween. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I was Napoleon Dynamite one year. That was kind of funny. It's the duck, Asia. It's the duck. So it is good. Donald maybe Donald does have that, maybe. Yeah, roll that one. That killed me. In 2001, that sucked. I remember sitting there, Roldy, watching it happen, and I just kind of sat there. and it obviously it sucks because I mean Mariano never blows saves. We were going to win 4 in a row, but I remember that happened, and I just sat there and I said, "You can't win it every year." I guess I just remember I was a huge Alfonso Soriano fan, and I loved Soriano. And I remember thinking I collected a ton of his cards. He was sick. He was so good, and I remember thinking to myself, he just won the World Series for the Yankees. He hit that home run off of Schilling in the 8th inning. They went up 2-1. Mariano strikes out the side in the 8th. I'm not thinking we're going to lose that. And Howard the Duck, one of the worst, best movies ever made. Terrible 80s cheese, but just so bad it's good. Howard the Duck. The Dark Overlords. I am not Howard anymore. And Leah Thompson was hot as hell in the 80s. Leah Thompson was hot, yes. I loved Leah Thompson. I listen, if Bronxy the Turtle can bring us a title, Asia, yeah. Nestor brought Bronxy into the Bronx. Yes, I did. I did hear about Bronxy, Jared. They have t-shirts for Bronxy. Do I think Barkley can have success? I think he can have success in the passing game. I don't know how well. We still don't run block very well, Dwayne, but I think in the passing game he can. Yeah, I do. Oh, yes, he did, Raymond. Yes, he did. He did. Howard the Duck was a player. He was a player. That's great, man. That's great. But listen, guys and girls, it is midnight. I am going to get out of here. I'll be live tomorrow night for the Yankees and Red Sox. You're not going to miss it. I appreciate the hell out of your generosity. You guys and girls are amazing. Again, thank you so much for all the donations for Susan G. Komen. I really do appreciate that. Like I said, I don't know if other people are going to be a part of that. I opened it up to any content creator that wanted to do it for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Like I said, in a couple weeks, I will do another one for Susan G. Komen. I wanted to raise $250. We raised around $600. You guys and girls are awesome. I really appreciate it. And again, I appreciate everything you do for my channel to allow me to do things like this, to try to give something back to people that are going through tougher times than we are. You know what I mean? So I really appreciate it. You guys and girls are awesome. Tune in tomorrow night and see if I don't lose my mind. Hopefully I don't. Anyway, if I don't see you, enjoy your Tuesday. And thank you all so much for being the best supporters and subscribers on YouTube.